picture for you. You've got traffic, commercial traffic, jet traffic landing to the north, runway 1 at Washington Reagan National. You have a helicopter moving from north to south along the east side of the Potomac River. And looking at all that traffic stacked up, you can see the landing lights coming in. And then all of a sudden, one of those aircraft is peeled off, turned to the right over the river in closer proximity to the direction into which the helicopter is flying to do a circling approach to runway 33, which is to the northwest. So I think that is probably the first domino here, because as a result of that maneuver, again, you're putting the aircraft in much closer proximity to one another. You're also probably the cockpit of the Black Hawk is anticipating all of the traffic landing to the north on runway 01, maybe not expecting that one would peel off and circle to land on runway 33. And probably when the traffic was called out to them, they identified the wrong aircraft, so a misidentification or a misperception of the aircraft that they were being referred to. As a lawyer, I can tell you that it's extremely important for the families to know sooner rather than later what happened, exactly happened, why it happened, and what is the government going to do right away to make sure that this doesn't happen to any other family, because the depths of this type of trauma are indescribable, as you can try to imagine, but no one can imagine it. So those obligations are paramount in the short term. You know, my experience in aviation litigation, which I've done for 3 decades now, suggests that there will be legal actions filed against the potentially culpable defendants in this matter. You know, the facts will drive exactly who that is. You know, the United States actually is sort of the potential party for both the Army pilots and the Army writ large, as well as the air traffic control through the FAA. They all are under the United States umbrella. They're all under what's known as the Federal Tort Claims Act for families to pursue claims against quote unquote the government. The air traffic controller is like a lifeguard at the beach. Okay, you may be in trouble out there, but and the lifeguard may not have caused it, but he's the one that's expected to go in and save the day. So the air traffic controller is armed with enough information to maybe do that. That may be scrutinized. It is clear here the controller did attempt to identify the American Eagle jet to the Black Hawk. That, again, based on the preliminary cockpit voice recordings, we can confirm that. And the radar does suggest that there may be an issue with the altitude of the helicopter, but I would caution that that is definitely something that needs to be corroborated. It's really, truly miraculous how effective our air traffic control system is, and it's due almost exclusively to the men and women that man those tower scopes day in and day out. At the same time, they are understaffed, they are overworked. The FAA is underfunded, and so there's definite issues with the workforce that needs to be addressed, and hopefully this will shine light on that. And then there's a technological lag too. I think we're behind in the timing for an upgrade to the technology, the radar scopes, and other similar technologies with collision avoidance and so forth. Safety advocates, aviation safety advocates have been screaming about some of the concerns. They are definitely with our air traffic controllers. We're losing very experienced controllers. We're not replacing them with enough experienced controllers. We're not getting enough trainees through the pipeline. That's a real problem.